Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the TB&J podcast. Across from me is Troy Brittingham.
Yup.
Nope. And I'm Jeff Ackerman. I'll introduce myself. That's fine. This is the spoiler-heavy version of the podcast where we talk about Nope by Jordan Peele. And...
Jeff's very upset with me. He's just kind of staring at me. Now he's staring off in the distance.
Someone inverted my Atlanta Braves magnet. I think this is an affront.
Now it looks like a V.
Kinda.
For Venom.
Ooh, no. It's actually a V. Do you remember that scene in Venom where Tom Hardy says, "It's Venom in time"?
I can't lie to you. I don't know if I remember a single scene from Venom. Either movie. You
don't remember the clearly romantic comedy that was Venom 2?
No.
Anyway, this isn't about Venom 2. This is about actually a good movie. This is about Nope by Jordan Peele. And spoiler heavy. Last chance. Get out while you can. That's the other movie he made. This movie opens with a weird murder scene of a chimp killing a family. And you have no idea what the relevance is until like an hour into the movie. And I'm just like, not an hour. It's more like a half hour. And I'm just like, what?
The fuck? Be about an hour.
Nah, it's about a half hour because that's when Stephen Ewan's character tells the story of Gordy the chimp.
Sure, yeah.
You don't see it from his perspective.
Right, I was thinking about the next scene.
Yeah, the chapter called Gordy.
Right.
So this film is divided into chapters, obviously. The film, I didn't know anything about it at all going into it, other than that there was a black family that owned horses, and there was Stephen Ewan as a cowboy, and it was in California. That's literally all I was able to glean from these trailers. And weird shit happens. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
The trailers are very, very, like, bare bones in just giving you enough to be like, you want to come see it? Yeah? Pay the $20. Get your fucking ticket, get in the seat, and watch the fucking movie. And I'm like, you know what? You got me, Jordan Peele. I'm hooked. And I don't regret it at all. Oh, my God. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, Troy.
Thumbs up. Are we doing the thumbs up? We did the thumbs
fucking
up.
Who cares?
All right.
You can listen to this one without the spoiler free cast.
Sure.
Thumbs up for
listen
sure.
to both. Listen to both.
Bump
up the numbers.
Bump up the numbers. Bump it up.
Put it on loop.
That's all I can do without getting copyright claimed.
You personally?
Personally, yes.
They just come and take you
Warner
away?
Music actually has my cell phone number. They call me many times a day and tell me to stop singing their music out loud. Not because of copyright claims, but just because I suck.
Bad?
Because I'm bad at singing. So this movie is divided into chapters, and it starts with the main character and his dad doing horse stuff, and then
Keith David.
The dad dies from something. We don't know what's going on, but like little things just start pinging the ground, and then Keith David just like slumps off the horse, and then his son is driving him to the hospital, and he's slumped over in the car, and you see the blood spurting from his face. First of all, whoever that fucking makeup guy is and the special effects guy gets a whole ass fucking round of applause from me. That was so fucking good, it made me uncomfortably squeamish in my seat.
There's a lot of that in this movie specifically.
Oh yeah. And then they get to the hospital, and you get the close-up of his face, and he's clearly fucking dead. And then it was a nickel. It was a nickel that went through his face. And then he gets back home, and he sees Ghost, the horse his dad was riding on, this white, awesome stallion. And it's got a key lodged in its hindquarters. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Spoiler alert, we don't know. We don't know yet. They take another, like, half an hour to get to that point.
There's not an opening crawl that just tells you everything's going to happen in the movie?
No, it's not Jordan Peele's Star Wars. But there's no novel to compare it to, so you get to spoil the ending for yourself. But he ends up taking over the horse farm by himself. His sister helps him out as like a side gig. She's actually trying to pursue like acting and singing full time, and they're doing horse stuff on set. Then there's an accident on set because no one's listening to him with horse safety. They get fired. They're going home. There's like some forced brother-sister bonding. He's clearly attached to the ranch. She clearly couldn't care less. but like she loves her brother, so she's just gonna hang around. And then weird shit happens again.
I was watching, or not watching. I was reading a bunch of like quick reviews on like what in the interim
Why would you support the
period.
competition, Troy?
I was trying to get other people's opinion, Jeff.
Why would you support the competition?
I was trying to be a good podcaster. And
Continue.
you're yelling at me. No, but there was a bunch of people who were saying that one of the weaknesses of the movie was the brother-sister relationship wasn't developed enough, and I thought that was wild. I thought that was a wild claim. I feel like there's a lot...
Absolutely wild. Are you fucking kidding me?
I feel like there's a lot that's done in silence, and I think that like we were talking. This is not a very heavy, like the characters don't really do a ton of exposition throughout this movie. You kind of just have to figure it out. There's like a few things that like you couldn't possibly figure out without it, but like for the most part, there's a lot of this movie done in silence. Especially like David Kaluuya maybe has like, or Daniel Kaluuya maybe has like 10 lines in this movie. He's very silent.
He's very
all the way
quiet. He's very mostly stoic, but he's a really good actor.
Oh yeah.
Holy goddamn. There wasn't a second he wasn't on screen that I didn't feel like I knew exactly what was going on behind his eyes. He did such an amazing fucking job. And Jordan Peele, who would have known that 20 years ago that sketch funny guy turns out to be one of the most amazing horror directors of all time? He's fucking incredible, blowing it away.
I weirdly think that horror and comedy has a lot like in common, sort of narratively in a weird way of like kind of like roping you into
I can see that.
yeah, like it's I don't even know how to describe
And then
it.
like horror and as a guy who's dabbled in comedy for years now, it's very similar to horror in that either the audience either gets it and they're in, or they don't and they're very much out. And there's no real middle ground. You don't get a whole lot of people that appreciate a good joke. They either laugh or they don't. And with a horror movie, you're either in and you're scared, or you're out and you're fucking done.
And
you get crickets. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's very much like a 1 and 0 kind of thing. There isn't really a whole lot of middle ground when it comes to comedy and horror. And I really, really love what Jordan Peele has done with this movie. I was on the edge of my goddamn seat the entire fucking time. And the chimp killing the family scene. We found out Stephen Ewan, as a child, he was on that set. He was in the show. He's the only survivor of the main. He's not the only survivor. Let me backtrack. He's the only unscathed member of the cast. But he went through so much fucked up shit. And then he grows up and he just buys this like Wild West and theme park kind of place, and he's running it, and it's just he's so fucked up deep down. And then you can see like little tiny bits of it before his character gets like almost unceremoniously killed off.
I have to watch this again because one of my complaints is I don't know if they fully utilized him super correctly towards the end, but I don't know because I like...
He had a big heel turn real fast, and he died right at the end of that heel turn before he could go like full villain.
It's not necessarily a heel turn, and I know what they're doing now that the whole movie's wrapped up. So the main spoiler, the sort of the biggest spoiler of the whole thing is...
It's aliens.
Yeah. No. It's
a big alien.
It's not an alien spacecraft. It is a big alien that the black part of the bottom of the ship is not the bottom of a ship. It's
a
the
mouth. Yeah.
And
then it unfurls like what we thought was the outside of the ship, and it turns out it's this big...
It's a big
giant
squid-looking thing.
It looks like some like celestial Pokemon almost, just like flying through the sky. Yeah. Did you just sneeze? Gesundheit.
No, let me look up Hitler Nihilego, but I've got to keep moving.
Spell it for me.
Nihile. I think I missed an H.
Got it.
All right, cool.
I mean, you're not... Nope, that's it. That's it.
You figured it out? You got there?
God damn, that thing's fucking terrifying.
It's pretty good competitively, too.
And actually, Ultra Nihiligo literally looks like this alien. I wonder if this is where Jordan Peele got his inspiration from. I wonder if Jordan secretly just like had a switch on set.
Ultra Nihiligo does not exist. That's a fan-made thing.
Oh, well.
It is only Nihiligo. It does absorb a woman at one point.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it becomes a boss fight. You have to fight the main bad guy.
Where did Pokemon get so weird and existentially?
It was for a while in black and white, and then the next like two, and then it went back to not being.
And then it went back to like, hey, the Alola region islands.
Well,
funny
that
Pokemon.
was the. We're not going to talk about Pokemon. I'm not going to get into the whole thing because I'll be here forever.
No, the big thing is that it's alien. It's an alien,
yeah.
And it is the main character figures it out that it is basically an apex predator. It views everything on that land as like trespassing, and it feeds on them.
Right,
but only if you look it in the eye.
But the importance of the chimpanzee scene is Gordy, the chimpanzee, kills a bunch of people on the set and fucks up others. And Stephen Yeun's character he survives because of they set up that they have the first on-screen fist pump explosion.
Yeah, he made history, let me tell you.
Yeah, and Gordy basically is trained to do this fist pump with him and sees that he's scared. He's not really reacting or anything like that. So Gordy goes over and he's just like, he's an animal. I don't know what's wrong. I'm just going to give this kid a fist pump because that's what I know to do with this kid. And
then he gets fucking shot.
He gets shot right in front of the kid.
style.
Jesus Christ. Fucking... It was one of those moments in the movie where both of us at the same time were just like
we both
just
like
exhaled.
flinched in our seats.
And like the thing is, I kind of knew it was coming too, and because like that's the only way
this ends at all.
Mm-hmm.
In America, at least, you shoot the animal dead, and you have to save a child. Sometimes that's just what you do. It sucks. No one's happy about it, but it's what you do.
But the whole thing is that the alien spacecraft that they eventually call Jean Jacket, because it's the name of one of the other...
It's the name of a horse that the sister was supposed to train,
mm-hmm.
but then the dad got a lucrative Hollywood contract, and he like switched gears from this being like a family business to now I'm like training horses for the movie stars, and he took his son under his wing, and they were training horses, and the daughter kind of got left by the wayside, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
While the brother and the father had a much deeper relationship, which I mean sucks, but like,
but the
I'm not going to justify anything actually.
The difference is, like for he was OJ. Daniel Kaluuya's character.
How the fuck did I forget that? It was Oliver.
Because there's the joke in the beginning where they're all like, "Your name's OJ," and they kind of like step back away from him. And he's like, "Yeah, Otis Jr." And they're like, "All right."